Hello and welcome to the inaugural episode of Pause for the Cause podcast. Whee! Episode number 1. I am Eric Lohman, and with me, of course, is my co-host, Mr. Ben Peterson.
How's it going?
I'm not going to call him Ben Peterson. Absolutely not. I will call him Petey because that is what he has always been known as.
I wondered what you were going to go with.
No, Petey, you guys heard. His name is Ben Peterson. That's probably the last time I'll ever say his name. I would like to, just welcome everyone to our first episode. This is going to be a weekly gaming news show. You're going to be able to catch us on Spotify, hopefully Apple Podcast, whatever the hell it's called. I don't even know. Google Podcasts, I don't even know. I know Spotify for sure because that's the one I use. But other than that, what?
I use Spotify. That's what I pretty much use for all my podcasts.
I mean, Spotify is the way to go, personally, in my opinion. But I'll try to get it out there. I mean, you'll be able to catch us on YouTube and Twitch in the future. You can find us everywhere. Pause for the Cause, YouTube. Pause for the Cause, Discord. Our Twitch is PFTC Podcast. Our Twitter, however, because some douchebag already took the freaking handle.
Oh, they did?
Our Twitter is Podcast PFTC. Podcast PFTC. Pause for the Cause, if y'all don't realize, we are pretty progressive. In some terms, there will be swearing. Cover your ears. I don't care. Honestly. Other than that, I mean, Petey, how have you been, man?
I haven't been too bad, It's, that cold freaking sucked there over the past few weeks, but it's been, not too bad down here now. How about you?
Oh, surviving. I don't want to go back to work tomorrow. That's going to fucking suck.
Dude, I had to go back Monday.
I wanted to take this whole damn week off, but I can't do that.
That would have been way too nice.
I must say, I do like what you got going on with that plant behind you. It's looking quite lively.
I really don't know what's going on with it. I'm not going to lie. It's not my plant, exactly. But I have to take care of it, but I'm kind of failing at it.
As many people know, I mean, this has nothing to do with gaming, but I do want to bring up one thing. Monday Night Football. Petey, did you watch that game? Buffalo against Cincinnati?
I didn't watch the start of the game. You guys started blowing my phone up with something about the hit and everything. So then I turned it on late. So I just got the late news coverage, and then I had to look up a highlight to try and find out what exactly happened. But that was horrible.
No, yes, it was. Damar Hamlin, number 3 on the Buffalo Bills. He was, a safety. Pretty crappy things happen. I don't really want to go into it. I'm not going to use this I'm not going to use what happened to him to further us. But I do want to bring attention to his charity. He does have a Toys for a Tots kind of thing.
He's raised so much money for that now.
What was that?
He's raised so much money for that now. People have been pouring into that charity.
Let's see. From what as people may or may not know, I had a $2,500 goal. As of right now, it is at $6.8 million. People have been pouring in left and right to support it. I mean, you're talking about Buffalo and Cincinnati. I remember when Cincinnati got us to the playoffs, and Buffalo Bills Mafia donated to Joe Burrow, or was it Joe Burrow back then? I don't even remember.
Burrow.
Donated to
think
whoever's
Burrow.
charities back then, and it was a good time. It's good to see Cincinnati players.
What? Because it was Andy Dalton to Joe Burrow, wasn't it? Wasn't that?
Well, it
the
might have been
transition?
Dalton. It might have been Dalton back then too. Yeah, it was
I
one of
can't-
those two.
I can't remember who it was. Which one it was? I don't know.
I remember they beat either one of the purple teams, the Vikings or the Ravens. I don't fucking know. One of those two teams. Probably the Ravens. That's in the same division, right? The Ravens?
The Ravens.
Isn't that your division?
Yeah, it's Pittsburgh's division.
Yeah, with Cincinnati and
Yeah,
Cleveland.
yeah. They probably beat Ratbirds.
Yeah, I think they
Probably beat the
either-
Ratbirds. Yeah.
But I will be putting a link to his charity because I do think it's a good thing that what people are doing. It is a terrible thing that happened, you know. Hoping for him to get better. Obviously, he probably won't be playing the rest of the season if he does get better. I mean,
Oh, you don't think so?
I'm just hoping that his contract doesn't get all fucked over, man.
Dude,
you know, these people.
that's the one thing I'm most nervous about.
Yeah, not having those guaranteed contracts, man. It sucks.
It's gonna screw him.
But anyways, you
It'll be
know,
what it'll be.
Petey, I want to know: do you have top 3 favorite games of all time? I don't care what system. I don't even care if they
Top
were.
3 of all time. Oh man. Whew, top 3 of all time. Shit, I wasn't ready for that. As ready as I thought I was. I wasn't ready for that. Of all time, I probably would have to start off with Star Fox because that's one of the good ones. I remember playing that real young. And it's just because that's
Fox like Super
64.
Nintendo or 64?
Yeah,
Okay.
64. Because like that's what got me into gaming was like I used to go over and play my cousin's 64 all the time.
64
then-
best console.
Yeah. And then I remember Spyro as a kid, and then Pokemon. I think those were my top 3 games. They got me into it, so they'll always be top 3 for me, because they were what brought me to where I'm at for gaming.
Do you have a favorite Pokemon game of all
I
time?
do. I'd have to go with probably Heart Gold.
Heart Gold. Okay.
I did like Heart Gold. I like the remake. I loved Gold and Silver. I remember playing the original.
Of course.
I like the remakes. Remakes
I
were a lot
mean,
better.
I usually go for the originals, but you can't beat the Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Those are the best remakes I've ever seen and done in anything. My favorite game, I would have to say, my top 3 games are Aiden Chronicles, a Nintendo 64 game. Mega Man 64, a Nintendo 64 game. And Pokemon Soul Silver.
Soul
Those would
Silver?
be my top 3. I was always a silver guy.
Yeah.
I never
I'm surprised.
really.
It was mainly all Nintendo games. It was all Nintendo games.
It was. I mean, it kind of
Nothing
flipped.
of any other system in there.
Because right now, I mean, I prefer PlayStation over anything.
Well, what? Did you start into gaming on Nintendo system?
Yeah. Well, no, actually, Sega Genesis is what I started
Oh,
on.
so you started on a Sega.
But then it was a Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and then it just continued all the way up until PS3.
My first console was a PS1, so I was always PlayStation.
Yeah, so my cousin had a PS1 and PS2. I do love a lot of PlayStation games from that era, but I never owned one. I mean, I have one now, but I don't obviously play it.
No, you got the newer systems. Why would we play the older ones?
Yeah, I know. They,
Like, I still have
they're
my
nice.
PS1
I mean,
system.
I don't like my Xbox. It's really just a paperweight right now.
Yeah, mine. Actually, somebody else is actually using mine because I don't use my Xbox One for anything. So I think I think my fiance's kid is using it.
Oh, there we go. At least someone getting joy out of it.
Yeah, he's getting use out of it. So, I like my PlayStation. I had an Xbox laying around. Here, you can use it.
Boom. There you go. All right. Well, I suppose we ought to get into what the show is actually
Let's
about.
get into the meat and the bones here.
Alright, we got, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish stories today.
Yeah.
I mean, it goes from Square Enix, got Star Wars to talk about. We got a few things. So, I'm gonna start off with Square Enix because, they're doing some fun things over there.
It sounds like it.
I'm gonna start off with, the Gamer article written by Vaspan Destor. I'm sorry if I butcher anyone's name. I'm not a genius. I don't know. Of the article is wow. My voice is
What the heck did you just freaking swallow, man? That sounded gorgeous.
I need some water. Damn. All right.
Oh my lord.
The CEO, Yosuke Matsuda of Square Enix, wrote
Number 2 butchered.
Yep. Wrote a New Year's letter like they do every year, most companies do. Started the letter off by talking about inflation. Russians' attack on Ukraine, price rise, supply chain disruptions, mass layoffs, and the COVID hangover. The letter claimed, with all this in mind, Square Enix has implemented structural reforms to secure the future. Hold on. Yep. My voice is a little raspy, man.
Oh my lord.
Anyways, as people know, they sold the 3 Western studios to the Embracer Group in order to concentrate our resources. Quote, concentrate our resources as the increasing sophistication and complexity of game development have made such endeavors more costly to pursue. And continuing the quote, in terms of new business domains, we named 3 focus investment fields under our medium-term business plan. Among those, we are most focused on blockchain entertainment, to which we have devoted aggressive investment in business development efforts. Looking externally, I think it is fair to say that blockchain gained significant recognition as a field in 2022, as evidenced by Web 3.0, end quote. Oh, that's not an end quote. Becoming a firmly established buzzword among business people. That's the end quote. Edie, I wanna
fuck that up.
Man, I wanna know what you think about, first off, NFTs and video. First off, NFTs in general. What do you think about those?
I haven't really dabbled in NFTs. I got out of the crypto field right around when NFTs started becoming a thing. So I don't really understand NFTs. I don't get them. I would prefer to stick more with my coin, personally, when I get into that. And as Web 3.0, I assume he's talking about like the next version of the web that they've been talking about.
That's what I'm guessing. Obviously, it's not big here yet.
But I am curious what they're talking about on the blockchain, because, like, I've seen some games run on the blockchain, but the only ones that I've seen have been run on, like, the Ethereum chain and stuff like that, running, like, Crypto Cats. I don't know if many people know about that, but there was a game running on Ethereum that you made little cats. And that's all you did. You didn't do anything but make cats. Like, so I'm interested to see what they're going to do in that aspect.
NFTs, I don't like them. Non-fungible tokens, all right? I don't understand them. I mean, I understand them so you can have something that no one else can have on a digital marketplace. But I don't understand them. Like, I don't understand the appeal of them. Especially the people who are going out there spending $100,000 on a stupid, JPEG of a fucking gorilla, like, I mean, I don't understand it. I mean, I know Ubisoft last year tried it with Ghost Recon. They put NFTs in a game.
Yeah, but didn't that flop?
Oh, it flopped hard.
That's
But
what
the
I thought.
thing is,
So, like,
they put it in an older game. I think if they would have put it in like a next Assassin's Creed or something, things would have been different. But I don't know. I would much rather them focus on the actual game and the gameplay, not this dumb shit. I mean, as a side project, maybe, but
I guess would it be? Could you compare it to like Pokemon cards when we were kids? Like, because we didn't have the digital land, we just had Pokemon cards, Magic cards. Like, if it's a digital, that's where I don't understand the price for it.
$10,000 for something, I want to be able to hold it in my hand.
Yeah, like
I
physically want to be able to put it somewhere and go, that's mine, and be able to point to it.
Yeah, not send someone a stupid QR code and be like, hey, go look at my my picture or my cool helmet from fucking Ghost Recon.
That's not even mine. That's saved somewhere on some cloud server that somebody else is saving for me.
I'm okay with cryptocurrencies. That's
I like
not
cryptos.
Yeah, that's not an issue for me at all. It's just these NFTs, man, they are just obnoxiously annoying.
Like that's what I mean. I like crypto, and like I could see him running it as a currency, like implanting a currency into a game. But I don't see otherwise how you could run a blockchain in like a massive game.
Paragraph from the actual letter from SquareEnix.com. Our group has multiple blockchain games based on original IPs. You know, Square Enix, that's what, Final Fantasy, the fuck else, Dragon Quest, has based on original IPs under development, some of which we announced last year, and we are undertaking preparations that will enable us to unveil even more titles this year. We hope that blockchain games will transition to a new stage of growth in 2023. Also to know, it's the 20th anniversary between the merger of Enix and Square. Other than that, yeah, a lot of shit in here about blockchain and cryptocurrency and shit.
The thing that I find very, very interesting here is we're also engaged in global sourcing from an investment perspective, and will continue to take stakes in promising businesses, whether we find them in Japan or abroad. So, are they going to take stake in blockchain companies?
I imagine they got to be looking for other people.
By the sounds of it, they're either looking or they've already started buying stakes in certain companies that they like.
Yeah, let's see. This letter came out, or was out, January 1st. So, hasn't had too long to stew in the oven. But we'll keep an eye out on that. I really hope they don't destroy Final Fantasy. I like Final Fantasy games. I'm guessing, I guarantee you, what the hell is it called? Kingdom Hearts. I bet the new one has NFTs in it.
There's no way Disney's gonna miss out on a way to make money.
Exactly.
There's absolutely no way Disney's gonna miss out on that. It's fucking Disney. I love Disney, but yeah, it's Disney, bro. The next article we got here is through Comic Book Gaming by Tyler Fisher. And there was a
look at you getting an easy name. What the hell?
Dude, right? Yeah, look at that easy name. I don't have that freaking weird name. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. Tyler Fisher. Nice and sweet. And basically this guy, Julie Garrity, got another easy one. I think I got that one right. He was creatively behind Division 2 and the crew there. And it makes me wonder what this game is really going to be about. Because when you really think about It'll be interesting. The Division and like the Crew, yeah, they were big games, but they weren't like multi-planet. So it'll be interesting to see if that game is based around a single planet. If it's based around a single planet, I could see it being interesting. But if they try to build it too big, I think the game's going to be too much. You know what I mean? It'll be interesting. But that also brings us to the new Jedi. Oh, what the heck is the name of that game there? The
Jedi Survivor?
The Survivor, yeah, the new Survivor that's coming out. Oh, that game looks so good.
I'm going to show the trailer because I'm sure some people haven't seen it. But I got a question. 2023. I didn't notice that. Oops. I didn't notice that in the original tweet. Do you think this game's coming out in 2023? Or do you think
it's totally not going to come out because you got to look at this too because they're just wrapping up this Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. This is just hey, we have signed a contract to make a game, so they're still probably coming up with a concept for it. It'll be interesting what way they go. It'll be really interesting if they decide to try to squeeze more out of the older characters, like they have done in everything else, or do like what they're doing in the Jedi Survivor, where they're just straight plain new characters. They don't cross paths with any of the olders.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, there was a little bit of it, you know, with Darth Vader there, but other than that, there's not too much.
Can you hear this?
I cannot. You didn't share it with volume, did you?
Nope, I did not share the audio volume. Alright, this is Jedi Survivor. Obviously, both of us have probably completed the first one.
I completed the first one. I need to get a second playthrough.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to get a second playthrough in before this game comes out. I do like the fact that he's not wearing a poncho.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting who that chick is, because I don't remember her from the original. That reminds me of the Jedi Archives.
I really hope they make it a little more smoother.
Yeah. I hope they keep the same experience level style with it though. I like that way. That level builder.
Dual lightsaber. It looks pretty.
It looks gorgeous. The story's going to be interesting. Because remember, he destroyed that Padawan holocron. Uh-oh. That was an interesting move there a little bit ago when he freaking force-stunned the lasers.
Nah, the fucking hilt.
And he's got the freaking cross-saber hilt, so he must have a cracked crystal.
And it looks like it's going to be used as a great sword. It's a long sword.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, and the cross hilt makes me wonder because Kylo Ren's saber has the cross hilt because of the cracked crystal. So its crystal's got to get cracked somewhere, must be.
See, you know way more about that stuff than I do.
That's the reason that it's got the ports on the side. It's got a cracked crystal. That's because he cracked it when he was trying to make it bleed.
What do you want them to do different about this game?
Well,
or do you want them to
I wish
a lot of the same?
I wish the planets were a little more immersive. Like, you were on a lot of the planets seemed like they were out in the middle. There was no, like, cities. You didn't have, like, you had this little area you went to, and then you tried around this little area, figured out a puzzle in this little area, and then you went to another little area on another planet. Like, the planets weren't very in-depth, I felt. I don't know. Well,
yeah, that's very, very true.
The planets were they were very linear. There wasn't
Yeah.
a lot of freedom within them either. Like, it kind of had almost like a Dark Souls feel in that you got to a certain point and then you opened up a checkpoint that just brought you back to the beginning and you could go through it quicker from a shorter distance. There was no reason, once you went through and collected everything, there was no reason to come back. You're not like buying and trading goods or anything. You're not...
No, just to get collectibles.
Yeah, you just get your collectibles and then that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait for that. That's, what is that, March 17th. Oh, yeah, duh.
So this next article you got is kind of interesting here that you shared with me. It's this Microsoft is recognizing its first union as ZeniMax software testers organized. So that's going to be interesting with inflation and everything, where our games are going to start to be priced at, and if we're going to see an increase in them.
But
It's going to be interesting because Apple and a lot of the other giant companies are really against unions. So it's going to be interesting because Microsoft is trying to buy the company that is unionizing there. What company is it that they're trying to buy there? Ubisoft?
Activision, they're trying to
Activision. Yeah, Activision. They're trying to buy Activision. So it's going to be interesting because ZeniMax is a sub of Activision. So it'll be interesting how Microsoft handles that.
Max, that's Bethesda, Arcane, all that fun stuff.
Okay.
Another
yeah,
company
ZeniMax is in here.
another company that Microsoft recently purchased.
They're buying
Microsoft
so many. They're buying so many companies.
is going to have to deal with unions, and I don't know how they're going to do that. I mean, I'm all for unions. I'm pro-union. I wish my company that I work for was a union still, but it is not. I think unions are great for any kind of business, as long as the union takes care of them. Obviously, there are.
I think they're good
unions.
to set a baseline.
Yeah, there are shitty unions out there. They don't give a shit. They just collect the dues and move on. But if it's a good union, I mean, that's good for them. With this thing, this fucking union. What do you think is going to happen with who is it? I think it's who is it? Quality assurance testers. So it's not like it's developers unionizing, which is weird.
No, they're testers, and with this,
Yeah.
with them joining Microsoft now, the workers they become the largest group of quality testers in the U.S. Any U.S.
great.
game studio. So like they're now a freaking monster game testing studio too. Like Microsoft is trying to corner the freaking market on video games at this point from Sony.
No, it's ridiculous. It's not.
It's
they're not even buying
crazy.
developers, man. They're buying fucking publishers,
Yep.
and that is just bullshit. I don't care.
They're gonna make this. They're gonna promise not to release that they won't stop releasing games, and then they'll turn around and stop releasing games, so Sony will get freaking fucked. So
Hey, what happened to Starfield? I do believe that was going to come to PlayStation at some point.
So
and then they were like,
can you imagine Microsoft in control COD? Like,
Oh, I know.
oh god, they're gonna rake in so much money, and they're not gonna care. They're gonna give you a shittier product over and over again.
See, but the thing is, man, Call of Duty, every year that goes by, I play less and less of that game.
I literally only play it when we play our game nights.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
Tuesday
I
nights.
don't open COD. I don't open COD.
Yeah, I know.
I hate that game.
I don't play Call of Duty.
I don't play a lot of FPSs anymore.
A lot of people, I mean, yeah, we'll screw PlayStation over having all those FPSs, but I personally don't care. I have an Xbox. I mean, if I want to play Xbox, I'll play Xbox, but usually I play PlayStation or Nintendo.
The controllers are comfortable in my hand. The PlayStation is. An Xbox controller is uncomfortable.
I know, it's so weird. I used to love it, but...
Yeah, it used to be my favorite controller, and now I'm back on a PlayStation controller. I'm just like, yeah, this is way more comfortable.
Yeah. They need to knock that stuff off. I know that the Activision Blizzard bullshit with Microsoft, I'm hoping that comes to an end this year. There's a lot of petty back and forth BS going between the two companies. They just like two children fighting on the fucking playground, man. It's ridiculous. I mean, I don't think Microsoft should be able to buy them just because of, not out of principle, just because I think they'll become too big and too powerful, but that's not how the United States works, unfortunately. You know, money goes where money is. But other than that, I mean, good job for the unionized people. Hopefully more follow suit after that.
Yeah, it'd be nice for the at least start all of them to get unionized throughout there. You know?
I mean, I'm for it 100%. All right. Enough of that. We're gonna move on to story number. What is this? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, hey, look, you can count.
I know, right? I'm surprised sometimes. Elden Ring. Oh, this is from. Oh my goodness. This is Gaming Bolt, written by.
Look at that name.
Shubankar Perjat. That's the only time I'm trying it. That's all you're getting from me. Alright. Elden Ring. Oh, yeah, that last one. That last article was from Jordan Novak.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I forgot
from CNBC.
Not bad, bro.
No, you're good.
Excuse me.
Elden Ring surpasses The Last of Us Part 2 for most Game of the Year award wins to date. This is huge, man. Like, when people think most awarded Game of the Year, bullshit, blah, blah, Last of Us, Naughty Dog, Last of Us, always comes to mind, whether it's the first one or the second one. But just think, man, From Software pulled off the unthinkable with a fucking Soulsborne game, man. Not some story-driven, like, fucking crying because of the story.
Dude, I totally thought God of War was going to take it.
I think it should have, but that's my own opinion. The story in God of War was fucking beautiful. I cried numerous times.
I need to get it played.
All right, so to read this thing by this person here that wrote this on Gaming Bolt.
Come on, say his name again. Come on.
Shubhankar Parajat.
Yeah,
there we go. All right. To call Elden Ring one of the most highly acclaimed and successful games of 2022 wouldn't be an exaggeration in the slightest. From Software's open-world action RPG was showered with plaudits and glowing reviews upon launch, and has continued to enjoy similar success in the time since then, not only with impressive sales, but a deluge of awards as well. Now, this is important. In fact, it has now won more Game of the Year awards from various outlets and critics than any other game to date, surpassing The Last of Us Part 2. Users over on Reset Era have been tracking Game of the Year wins for games across a multitude of outlets and publications. And for 2022, Elden Ring leads the pack, having received top honors in 324 awards at the time of writing. which includes 281 Game of the Year awards from critics and 43 courtesy votes from audiences. It beats the record previously held by The Last of Us Part 2, which was 2020's big winner, winning 322.
Two more.
Two more. That is crazy.
I mean, that is freaking phenomenal. And it's such a good game. It's so long. It's such a good game. I'm still working through my first playthrough. As you know, I'm working through. I'm finding stuff that you haven't found. For once, it makes me feel so good.
Oh yeah, and Elden Ring, dude. Elden Ring. Yeah. We were just playing that before this too.
Ugh. Such a good game.
Now, does it I do think it's an amazing game. 100%. Do I honestly think it deserves Game of the Year awards? I would say absolutely not.
I mean, I guess when I think Game of the Year awards, I think something that's got a good storyline and one that any gamer can kind of pick up and play. And I don't feel like a more casual gamer could pick up Elden Ring and play it and understand what's going on.
Well, look at a 2019 Game of the Year. That's Sekiro. Shadows Die Twice won Game of the Year.
I gave up on that game. Fuck that game. That's so hard. I gave up on that
game for 2 years. I finally went back and beat it earlier this year. It was for 2 years I gave up on that game, man. I don't know how. I don't understand how that won Game of the Year. I do like my award shows, but they're a bunch of shit. They really contest. It really is a popularity contest. I mean, look how many things got snubbed this year. Like, I know so many indies that should have won, but they didn't.
Indies don't get the recognition.
Yeah, Stray got a bunch because, it was a fucking cat game.
I still haven't played that game, but I want to. I just want to run around as a cat and do cat things.
You actually feel like a cat. I'm not gonna lie.
I bet I would be a dope ass cat man.
Dude, it's a good game. I mean, it's a short game. I mean, you can beat it in 4 hours.
Dude, so it's kind of like Journey.
Yeah, except
that was a good game.
Yeah,
short, but
Journey was fucking fantastic.
So short.
But other than that, I mean, I still need to beat Elden Ring. I just got Rodan again. I mean, I put in over 200 hours into that game.
Dude, you put in so many more hours. You have a bunch of characters, though.
I do have a bunch of characters. I got a bunch.
I just have one. I have all my hours on one character.
Yeah. So I mean, I like the game. I need to finish it still. I don't know. I just prefer the other From Software games, man. Like Dark Souls 1 through 3. I mean, Demon Souls is my favorite From Software game that they've made. Soulsborne, I mean. My favorite From Software game are their Armored Core games. I'm glad that they're bringing them back.
The thing that makes this one interesting, though, is because it's a truly open world. It's not as linear like as the other ones. Like Dark Souls 3 was, it's a great game, but it's still linear. Like,
if you hit a roadblock, you hit a roadblock.
Yeah, you got to go from point A to point B. You can't just go la-di-da, I'm going to climb up over this mountain over here because it looks fucking cool.
Yeah, or be like, man, this guy's too strong. I'm going to go try another boss so I can level up. I mean, I understand that. I can't stay involved with it for too long before I get bored, I don't know what it is.
You keep bouncing your head off a wall because you go over here, you fail. You come over here, you fail. You come over there, you fail. And then you're like, well, now where do I go?
It's just, I mean, it's a good game. I can't wait for Armored Core.
That'll be interesting. Yeah, that game will be a lot of fun.
Also, bounce off of that, has nothing to do with fucking Elden Ring. Probably the complete opposite of Elden Ring there. But I just want to throw out there that I know Petey's very excited for this, but
Brad
Super
Pitt
Mario
voicing Mario.
released on
Woo!
Netflix. 6 months. It's slated. This is coming from Justin Reeve at The Gamer. I just want to say really, really quick, where the hell is it? Blah, blah, blah. Where is it? Must be at the top. Because I don't really care about this movie, not one bit. The highly anticipated Super Mario Brothers movie.
highly anticipated. I didn't know about it until I watched the award ceremony.
Will be released on Netflix late next year, at least according to recent reports. The film is currently scheduled to premiere in theaters on April 7th, so fans of the franchise can expect to see the movie on streaming service at some point in October 2023.
Well, I don't have Netflix, so darn.
I want to say people should save their $20, $30, however much a fucking ticket
Is
costs.
that how much a
nowadays.
movie is now?
Dude, they're fucking outrageous, dude.
I remember when I was a kid,
$20.
paid $7 to go to a matinee.
For real, man. It's stupid how much you pay.
My parents were bitching about how expensive that was back then. Like,
I mean, I'm going to watch it on Netflix. I'm not going to go to the movie theater and watch this movie. It's not for me.
you don't want to pay to see Chris Pratt as Mario?
I don't want to see Chris Pratt as Mario. Nothing against him. I like him as an actor, but I don't like Mario.
He
Mario's
needs to
not my
slow
guy.
the fuck down with movies.
They do.
He's in everything right now. Just stop.
Oh, Mario? Oh my god, look at that.
Chris Pratt.
Look at that fucking
Chris
receding
Pratt is
hairline.
in everything right now. It's like,
Damn.
stop for a second.
Alright, I need to cover that shit. Alright.
Give us some more like Brendan Fraser or something.
I miss Brendan Fraser, man. He was a shit back in the day, man. George of the Jungle. No, what was it? Jungle to Jungle?
Yeah. George of the Jungle.
Was it George of the Jungle? Okay.
Yeah, George of the Jungle was him. Jungle to Jungle's fucking Tim Allen.
That's it. Yeah, okay.
Tim the Tool Man.
Yeah. Those are good movies. But, yeah, that's something everyone can look forward to or not. I don't care. October 2023 Netflix Super Mario movie. Alright. Petey, that is it for these news stories. We got one more. If you want to take it away, we got one more kind of news story.
Where am I going to take us away to?
Shit, where is it?
So this here is from GameSpot by
Yes.
Darren Bathias. Bonthia? Bonthus? I don't know how to say the last name. Fuck you, man. These are the biggest games of January 2023. So this article here is just going over highlights some of the games that are coming out through here, and one of the games that it highlights is One Piece Odyssey. I've never played any of the Odyssey games. Have you played any of the Odyssey games?
I don't know if Odyssey is a new game. I don't follow One Piece. I'm not a big One Piece fan.
It's a anime, I guess. I don't know. I don't watch or listen to much manga.
Yeah, I know it's an anime, but it has like over 1,000 episodes. That's why I don't want to watch it. Like,
Yeah, it's
I don't
about
have that
Straw
kind
Hat
of time.
Pirates, and you get to play some RPG. You run around with, you get to mess around with some devil fruit, I guess. Would like to play with some devil fruit.
I do know a lot of people are looking forward to that game,
Are they?
but
It looks
am
weird.
not.
Like, I'm wondering if you need to watch the show to really understand what's going on, or if you can just pick the game up and play it. That'll be interesting there. One of the other ones that's highlighted is the Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, and that's not really a new release. So this game here is just they're just releasing it, but they're gonna put it out on the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. And there's rumored to be some more DC, and that's going to go through on Goku's dad Braddock. So that'll be kind of interesting. Now, I don't have the Kakarot game.
I love it.
I have a different
awesome.
Dragon Ball Z game. I definitely have been thinking about downloading this game. I just
It's a
don't have
great
the
game,
extra
dude.
funds right now. Is it worth the get? Is it worth the
It's an
price?
actual RPG, dude. It's good. I would wait
So
until they do the updated version because it sounds like this new version will have all the DLC with it.
yeah, that's what I'm wondering. And if I buy the old version, am I going to get the DLC when it comes out? Like that'll be real interesting how that's going to play out there.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a good
Persona's
game.
not. Yeah, Persona's not a game that I've ever played, so this isn't one that I'm real excited about or real knowledgeable on here. But they're re-releasing Portable 3, Persona 3 and Persona 4, I guess. And they're going to make it available to PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch consoles. So,
I love Persona 4 or 5. I have it on my PC and on my PlayStation and on my Xbox, I think, maybe.
yeah, what is the basis of the game?
It's a
It looks like it's an anime-based game, too.
it's fucking weird, all right.
That's fucking weird. That's a way to start it?
You high school. It's a life simulator game, all right. So half of it you're in high school doing high school things. The other half you're dungeon crawling. These dungeons, however, are teacher adults or people that have evil thoughts or have done evil things in their past, whatever. They have evil thoughts, I would say. Like the first guy,
Evil.
yeah, like the first guy is a gym coach that like beats his fucking
Me-
his team, his volleyball team, or that he wants to beat them. I mean, that's what's shown in his mind. He thinks of himself as a king and he wants to beat them and all that shit. So you have to go in there and fucking beat him up and make him nice again. It's that makes it sound stupid as shit, but
Yeah, that
it's
just
so
made it
fun.
sound really dumb.
It's a game that you have to dedicate 150 hours to. Each.
Yeah, no, not doing that.
That's the only. Yeah, that's the only thing. You have to dedicate that much time.
I guess I can't really say
have,
that.
I have Persona 4 Golden on something, maybe my PSP, PS Vita, whichever one it was. But I've never played Persona 3. I won't get either of these just because how much time you have to sink into them. I don't have that kind of time being an adult.
Yeah.
Um,
Fire Emblem, they're gonna release. This is a new one. This is gonna be real interesting. I haven't played any of the Fire Emblem games, but this one's gonna allow you to jump pretty much and use players from any saga or any game that's been released. So you can use it from all the way. It seems like the first Fire Emblem that came out. I know they're on like 5 or 6 now.
they stopped giving them names. The last one was 3 Houses. It's got to be. Let's see, phase 4, 5. It's got to be 6, maybe 7.
So
Yeah, so
it'll be
they're up
interesting how
there.
many characters they're able to put into that, because that just sounds like a shit ton of characters. Like how many? What are they going to put into there? How are they going to cut people?
I am really, really excited for this. I love Fire Emblem games. However, from what I'm reading, more focused on tactical JRPG than ever
Yeah.
before. More refined than other recent entries. I don't know what that means. I am going to throw on a trailer because I do not remember this trailer at all. I am going to go ahead and watch this thing because I have no idea. All right. I just want to see some gameplay. There we go. There we go. Shoot her on up to here. I wonder if he has fire and ice power, red and blue. Stupid.
Hmm.
All right, this looks just like any Dragon Age or any Fire Emblem game. Huh.
See, I've never played any of the Fire Emblems.
I fucking love them, man. They are so fun. I'm thinking about replaying I need to do my third house on 3 houses. Alright. So as you can see, turn-based, tactical combat.
Yeah, it said that it's going to follow basically the way that it, the original game.
Yeah, I don't know what this engage feature is. But either way, I'm excited. When does this come out? This comes out
20th of January.
January 20th. Alright.
So the next one here is Monster Hunter Rise, and that's officially going to actually come to Xbox One and the PS4, PS5, Xbox Series X. It's actually going to come to more than just PC and stuff.
I'm
And
kind of excited.
Nintendo Switch and PC. So that's exciting. I've
Um,
always wanted to play some of the Monster Hunter games, and I wasn't able to get my hands on the last one. I didn't have the money when it came out, and I still haven't bought it there and played it. So I would like to get that series started.
This came out on Nintendo Switch, as you said. Great game, great Monster Hunter game. I suggest it 100%. I just don't suggest it on the Switch because the Switch just isn't powerful enough, unfortunately. But to see it coming to Xbox and PlayStation, I cannot wait to see what those systems can do to it because it is a good game.
You could probably make it run a lot smoother, and the graphics would be gorgeous too.
Yeah, and that's the thing, because, I mean, timing is a huge thing because you have to dodge attacks with these big monsters, and Rise also is multiplayer, too, so if you get it, I'll join you in that. But, yeah, I'm excited about that one, yeah.
Yeah, Forspoken is another one here that's coming out, and that's coming out the 24th of January. They say that it's real clunky right in the beginning, but if you get past the first few bits of it, they say that it's a good game. I'll have to get it and try it. It's interesting. It seems like it'll be right in my wheelhouse with wizards and magic and fantasy and shit. So it seems like it'll be a fun gameplay. It looks exciting.
I wish you the best of luck. That is a PS5 exclusive.
I want a PS5.
They are very good.
Fuck you, man.
Forspoken.
Is that really PS5 exclusive?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, fuck me.
Forspoken is developed by Square Enix, obviously. We just talked about them earlier today.
Yeah, we did.
Because this NFTs. The demo, I have played the demo. Like you said, like you said earlier, it is very, very clunky. It is a very beautiful game, though. Like the magic, like the particle effects and the explosions, and it is very the visuals are breathtaking. The stupid armband thing is so annoying, man. That their conversation between each other, they're trying to be hip, all right? They're trying to be old people that are trying to be hip. You know?
Oh no. Oh no.
You can definitely tell that's what's happening. And it's really annoying because you can't really fix voice acting because it's already been recorded and shit. So I'm hoping you can at least dial it down because it is very pronounced. It happens quite often. It's also just a demo too, so I'm hoping It does, but it does need to smoothen up, which I imagine it will before the game actually launches. But yeah,
Maybe they'll crash like what is it there?
Overwatch.
Excuse me. Yeah, Overwatch's launch. That was freaking gorgeous. I loved waiting 2 hours to play 5 minutes and get kicked. So they're also remaking Dead Space. That's going to release the 27th of January, and it seems like they're hinting that they're going to put some more new key things in there for people that know the game real well. Well, it seems like you might have some new areas to go explore. They've been leaving some hints at it.
I am fucking pumped. This is a day one purchase for me right here.
Is it?
It for sure.
I've heard Dead Space is a good game. I never got it played.
I've just replayed the first 3 on Xbox backwards compatibility. I played it when it came out, 2008. I think it came out. Fucking jump scare. Oh man, this is the game that taught me that I will always double tap a fucking corpse on the ground. I don't give a fuck if it's not a survival horror game. If there's a corpse on the ground, that thing's getting a bullet in the head because this game taught me don't trust everything on that looks dead. So I'm really pumped, and it's gonna be it looks like next gen only too. Except for PC, Xbox Series X, and PS5. Yeah. Okay, so I'm excited for that game. You need to get yourself a PS5.
Dude, I need to get some money. You want to buy me one?
No, nope, not yet.
This game I could give to 2 shits and less. You
don't care about SpongeBob, man?
No, I don't give a fuck about SpongeBob, bro. I'm not gonna play this game. It could be entertaining. I don't know. I know a kid that might play it, but I'm not gonna give it a shot.
I will not play this game. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that was just. I understand that one's probably for kids of a younger age that want to play it, and then Age of Empires here. I haven't really played Age of Empires in a long, long time.
Oh, God, it was my favorite strategy game.
Oh, see, I've always been Civ. Always been Civ.
Mine's always been Age of Empires, but it never came to consoles.
Yeah. And here it is now.
I know. I'm going to have to dust off my Xbox just to play this. Now, why they are starting with number 2 and not number 1 really kind of annoys me. And what is also very annoying is that Age of Empires 4 is going to be coming out later this year, too. So they're not going to do 1 and 3, just 2 and 4.
Well, I'm wondering if 2 was easier to port than the other ones.
I mean,
and that's
2,
why they're doing it?
I know 2 was 14th.
8 to the 14th. So that's going to be Scrap Riders for PC and Switch. That'll be on January 9th. Then we got Path of the Midnight Sun for PC, January 10th. Children of Silent Town. PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch on January 11th. Lone Ruin on PC and Switch on January 12th. Chasing Static. I have no idea what that is. That just sounds really weird. PS5, PS4, Xbox Series XS, Xbox One, Switch, January 12th. Also coming out January 12th is Vengeful Guardian Moonrider. That'll be...
Oh my God. Luna.
What about it? What's Luna?
No, keep going. Yeah, Moonrider.
Yeah, what's Luna? Out. PC, PS4, Switch, and Luna. What's a Luna?
Luna is Amazon's stupid fucking gaming
No way!
Thing.
Oh,
it is,
dude. God damn it.
I can't believe that's still a thing. What the hell?
January 13th is going to see the One Piece Odyssey, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, and Under Dungeon. And those will be available for multitudes. One Piece Odyssey will be PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X, and Xbox One. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is going to be released finally to the PS5 and the new Xbox Series XS. Under Dungeon will be PC, Xbox Series XS, Xbox One, and Switch. So there's no PlayStation on that one.
Which one is that? Under Dungeon.
Yeah, Under Dungeon. And that is it for this week that is coming out.
That's
And so
everything
there's
that's coming out.
Yeah, there's no real big titles in there that I
No.
must buy on. Like,
I'm gonna get the Dragon Ball Z Kakarot just because I do believe it's a free update. If it's not a free update, I'm not going to because I already own it. But everything else, I think One Piece Odyssey might be on Game Pass. I might check that out if it's on Game Pass. But other than that, they ain't got shit for me. They ain't got shit for me all the way until Fire Emblem January 20th.
yeah.
But anyways, I want to close the show on what we've been playing. Maybe talk about a little bit of a game or two that we've been playing. Then we'll go ahead and close the show. Petey, what games have you been playing, or what game or games have you been playing?
Well, actually, I've been shuffling between a couple different games. Actually, I'm finally getting back into gaming a little bit more. Finally,
That's always
I've been slowly dipping my toes back in. Yeah, for the past year, I haven't really been able to game. But now that I'm settled back to where I am, I've been able to get my toes back in it. As we mentioned before, we've been burning through Elden Ring. Me and you have been playing that together quite a bit. And then I've also been playing Zelda Breath of the Wild. I've been dabbling around in that game. That's one that I haven't finished yet, and I just kind of, do a little bit here, a little bit there, and keep adventuring through my puzzles on that one. And then I got Animal Crossing 2 that I'm also playing. I'm finally getting my hands on that game. It's taken me a long time, but I finally got my hands on that to play. So I've got a bunch of different irons in the fire that I'm playing right now. So it's entertaining to cycle through them, but...
Yeah, that's a good thing about the Switch, man. If you want to just bring it up to your bed, lay down before you go to sleep, play a little bit of Animal Crossing, get some fucking fishing and bug catching done.
That's exactly what I do. I freaking play some Elden Ring or maybe even some Rocket League during the freaking right before I go to bed, and then to relax, bam, sitting there with some freaking Animal Crossing, catching some dragonflies, baby.
Yeah, I love those games. I need to get back into Animal Crossing personally. I probably got a bunch of weeds to pull out of my fucking yard.
I bet you do. Go pull that weeds, bitch.
Yeah, I need to.
Make sure you smoke them too.
I don't know. If people die in that game, maybe everyone else on my island's dead. I mean, it's been 2 years. I haven't really.
Wait, people die in the game?
They move away.
Oh, they move up. They get sent upstate.
Yeah. They're like,
they get sent to a farm upstate.
They're like, yeah, you don't know how to run an island by yourself, so we're gonna go to a better one.
You're just not here ever.
Yeah, like.
Can you get them to move back?
I don't know. I have never been able. If someone moves away, I usually restart. If it's someone I care about, like the elephant bitch, I don't like, or dude, I don't like him.
I have a fucking teddy bear and an owl. Penguin thingy. Penguin. It's penguin.
Penguin, yeah.
And then I grow peaches. I don't know if that's a good thing. I can grow fucking peaches.
Oh, yes. That's another thing. Each island grows different.
Is peaches a good fruit, or should I restart? Like...
I think those are. I think limes are the best. I think peaches, I don't know. Apples are obviously not. So if you're not growing apples, that's good.
I'm growing peaches. That's all I know.
I want to say those are one of the more rare. I can't remember. It's been a couple of years. I'm going to have to get back into that shit now. You're talking me into doing it again. Obviously,
Animal Crossing fruits. What's best? Can we find out real quick?
While you're looking that up, I also have been playing Elden Ring, obviously. I also want to shout out the Oregon Trail, the new game by Gameloft. It came out on Switch and PC. Oh my god, it is such a perfect throwback to the original Oregon Trail that I played back in the 90s. It's so good. I want everyone to fucking play that game. I made it through the whole thing without anyone dying because I'm that awesome. Also, besides those games, Sonic Frontiers. I'm working on platining that. I just platinumed Destroy All Humans 2. I'm working on Sonic Frontiers now. It's a decent game. Not the best Sonic game by any means. Controls suck, but It's a Sonic game. What are you going to do?
Real quick, pears are the rarest.
Pears. Anything else that you'd like to add before we close the show up?
No, that's all I got.
All right. Once again,
keep chugging, keep going along, doing what you're doing, and don't forget while you're playing to make sure you pause for the cause so you don't get too angry at your games.
Yes. I would like to thank everyone that listens, if anyone listens.
I hope, it is what it is.
This has been episode number 1, our inaugural episode of Pause for the Cause podcast. This is a weekly show. It will be airing on Sundays. I will be getting them up on the services. So, I hope to see you in the future. Stop by our, Discord, Twitter, whatever. All right. Y'all have a good day.